We all know there's loads of different rigs in feeder fishing, and one of the most common ways most common types of rigs that we use now is a free running rig. We do it in all sorts of scenarios and for different reasons. In international fishing, that is one of the rules. It's got to be a free running rig, and as we know, on a lot of commercial fisheries and UK fisheries, there is a free running rig rule in place anyway. So a nice simple free running rig is a great little weapon to have up your sleeve, really, because you can use it on so many different occasions and scenarios and venues. One of the most simplest ways of creating a free running rig is by using some of the products we've had out for quite a few months now. I'll just talk you through it. It's a really simple rig, and again, it's a rig that you can use on a variety of different venues. Start off just with a snap link swivel. I put it on a bomb just to make it easier to work with for this. So all I do is slide that onto my main line. It's up to you what size swivel you choose to use. So that's simply free running on the line, okay? What I then do is go for a swivel protector bead. And what these do is they allow you to just slide them onto the line. The great thing with these is they act as a buffer for that swivel and the bomb and the feeder as it slides up and down. So it just cushions that sliding motion as it comes down onto your hook length swivel. These actually slide onto the line, which obviously makes them incredibly easy to work with. It means that they grip because they're nice and tight. They grip the line. But one of the great advantages of them is it's not like a shot or anything like that that's going to nip and squeeze and potentially damage the line and weaken it. That's not doing that. It's allowing your line to be intact. So I've slid that onto the line, and what I'm then going to do is select a hook length swivel. These are great swivels, but obviously they've got a swivel built into them, but they allow you to change your hook lengths very quickly and easily without cutting them or anything by the use of a little sleeve. And the best knot that I use for tying these on is, I believe it's called a Polymer knot, I think it is. And all I do is I slide the line through the top end of the swivel. I then put that back through the loop, or through the swivel again, like that. So that's actually on a double piece of line. I then create a loop like that, and then slide that loop through the main loop here and then over the swivel itself. There are loads of different knots you can use to do this, but I find this is the quickest and easiest, and it doesn't damage the line like some of the other knots. And just pull that nice and tight. Always wet the knot before you pull it. And then you can simply just pull that tight, trim that off like that. So that's secured nice and tight now. And then the swivel protector bead, it's slightly larger at this bottom end, which then means that that can be slid over the knot, over the top end of the swivel, so everything's out of the way, so it can't get tangled, it's protected. And obviously, like I said before, that will also act as a buffer when your feeder rests against it. And then the hook length swivel, that's got a little sleeve there which you can slide up, which reveals a little hook, and that is the hook that you attach your hook length to, and then slide the sleeve back down over it, which traps it. A nice and simple, easy, free running rig that I use for most of my fishing.